And it's the Big Show Weekend Edition. You know, normally I like to wax poetic here and spin an elaborate yarn like a giant cable knit sweater that someone keeps on knitting and knitting and knitting as our guest makes their way out here from the green room. But we just don't have time for that today, I'm afraid. So we just gotta bring them out. Join me and give a warm Big Show welcome to today's guest, the Tier 5 U.S. Navy premium battleship and the only sensible bureau project, ladies and gentlemen, California. Let's go ahead and get the commander and supporting cast up on the big screen real quick, as there is a little time to say anything before the California demonstrates just why it is a certified Kraken printer. This Nuremberg is about to discover they can check out, but they can never leave.
Enemy cruiser sunk. Off to a great start.
California Uber Alice. And that will give us just about 22 seconds for the reload before we can reach out to this other Nuremberg and welcome them to the wild, wild west with a ship that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. Yes, California knows how to party. Okay, we'll have a few moments now, so let's talk about this ship. The very first time I ever took it out, it's on the archives here, and it was of course a Kraken, and I think just about 200,000 damage, and that's when I knew this wasn't some bleach blonde valley girl bimbo. This slab of beef was straight off of Muscle Beach. And what do we have here? Someone bringing their houseboat down to the marina. Haven't you seen Lethal Weapon? Don't you know what happens when you live in a houseboat at the marina, Murtagh? Oh, I'm getting too old for this.
We've sunk an enemy destroyer.
So anyway, after that first game, I knew that I could only play this ship in extenuating circumstances. And I don't mean a situation like they ran out of fresh California avocado and there's nothing to put on your toast. I mean a situation like your wife and others have been taken hostage by a German terrorist at a Christmas party at the Fuso Plaza. So I keep it in dry dock, and I let Tier 5 be a safe space for people to explore the magical inner workings of this game. Of course, part of it being so powerful is because of the players that you run into at this tier. I didn't say anything about the questionable choices anyone on the blue team has made, like our Synop hitting reverse to start, or the Venom that is surely going to go down the middle of Two Brothers, or any of the other strange happenings, because it's Tier 5. It happens here. You should hopefully be finding what works and what doesn't work. And one of the things that doesn't work is sailing broadside in front of me in a Fuso. So I'm going to go ahead and get this shot out and watch how friendly fire comes in trying to yoink this. This is some Tier 5 silliness, but I knew this would happen. So I immediately take a hard left so I can get my rear turrets around, because I know people are going to be going for the yoink on this one. That's something that definitely happens down in Tier 5. That was mine. All mine. But beaching ourselves is going to take a minute to correct, because this ship, it's slow. Slower than the 405 North heading into the valley at 4 p.m. on a Thursday. Does anybody get that? Anybody who lives here will get that. And they'll know that is very slow. Actually, you know what? Let me check. Alright, so I just looked, and 1 knot is equivalent to 1.15 miles per hour. So I am not even exaggerating. it is slower than the 405 North at 4 p.m. on a Thursday. Oh, here's our Nuremberg from earlier. I'm expecting friendly fire to be coming in to try and yoink that one, so we'll just get that shot out there too. And we're at 4. And this is one of those ships where it's essentially the Nassau of Tier 5. If I take it out, I'm expecting to get a Kraken in it. It has been said that fortune favors the bold, and that you've got to be good to be lucky, and lucky to be good. And in this game, going forward at the right time is a good way to get that. I spawned next to a 3-man division in a battleship and 2 destroyers, and I believe there was an Aoba too. But somehow this 18-knot behemoth is in the front, leading the charge towards a Bayern that has dropped anchor, just waiting to try a beautiful California Chardonnay from Sonoma. Basically, what I'm doing here is checking the red team's health while they're spotted and planning the order of importance of my targets. Not to get too terribly Freudian about it, but the way this Bayern is playing, that tells me pretty much everything I need to know about this person's skill level, or where they are in the game right now. But seeing a Southern Dragon, that person has put some money into the game, so I need to be aware of what they're doing and watch their position, because they can very easily send some torps this way, which, I mean, I don't want to be sunk. But I've gone ahead and put my California in reverse because I'm going to use that to be able to swing out the rear turrets. And just engage with this Bayern first, and then deal with the remaining 2 ships on the cap afterwards.
The ship is on fire!
That's right. The ship is on fire because this Kraken party is about to get lit. Groan. I may not be able to hit the citadel of the Bayern from here, but there is plenty of meat on that slab of beef that these shells will penetrate when presented a broadside. For a hot second here, you're going to see I think about blapping the Southern Dragon. I think real hard about it for a moment, because I would definitely be blapping them from there. But they're no doubt most certainly dropping torpedoes this way. But I figure, let's just get rid of this Bayern for Kraken, what is this? Kraken 198 right here. And then we will yoink this Southern Dragon from the Synop who sat in our base this whole time, so I can pick up a 6-pack of Old Milwaukee's best. Is that really the best Milwaukee has to offer? If I were on the city council, I'm not sure that I would allow that to happen.
Torpedoes to starboard.
Torps are coming in. I'm not worried because this match is already over. And the only question is, will we get this? Hint, we do.
Taking on water quickly.
Alright, bring up the big scoreboard. 2,534 XP and a 6-pack of Old Milwaukee's best to go along with it. Not too shabby for a tier 5, and a good game for a few others, but mostly a learning experience for both teams. If you're secure enough in your character to admit you prefer an unoaked Chardonnay, hit like. If you'd rather just fit in with the crowd with a hard spritzer, hit dislike. Questions, comments, tasting notes, leave them below, and never miss another wine review by hitting subscribe. That's going to wrap it up for this one. Thank you all for watching. I'll get back out there for another one, and we'll talk soon.